Okay, guys, so today I'm gonna share with you my attempts at beating Rellana. It was a Parry only build. And before, I wanna preface that, this is not some bullshit. You have to beat her like this. If you wanna beat her with summons or with Ashes of War or just by dodging, that's fine. It's just that the fight seems completely uninteractive for me and it's not engaging, just dodging the 30 combo string and just sneaking one or two attacks in. It just seems uninteractive for me, and personally this is like why I prefer Sekiro over other Souls games, because in Sekiro, if you're good enough, you can interact with the boss permanently. It feels like a dance, it feels truly like a battle, not like you're some random scumbag that can barely get a hit on a boss. Okay, so first off, was my last attempt, which I fucked up a bit. I will speed it off. Preferably, you want to get this tonic that I have right here, the flask, because it gives you like one damage negation hit, and also it gives you some regen, right? So, for example, if you are like half health or you're missing like a quarter of your health, as long as you're confident that you can keep the flow of combat, you can just heal slowly, because after the shield breaks, after the bubble, right, breaks, it protects you only for one hit. It basically gives you slow regen, and I found it very useful for not interrupting the flow of combat. So first off, when you walk into the arena, right, she's gonna do one of two things. Either she's gonna do a normal attack. She actually has a few options, right? Like, she's either gonna charge at you. It's an attack where she just dashes at you and hits. Either she's gonna spawn the glintstone things, which you wanna avoid. Preferably, you never wanna fight her while she has those up, because sometimes she'll do a fork attack, right? Like, she'll hit the glintstones and charge an attack at the same time, and you cannot parry both. So you wanna avoid that. So right here, she will start with glintstones, and I back off. This is a bit of a fuck up by me. See, that attack, I messed it up. Basically, it's very similar to, let me play it back a bit. It's very similar, this one, to, for those of you that also beat Millennia, it's very similar to her attack. It basically has the same frames. You basically have to let her dash, and then you have to parry. Here, I messed it up a bit. And then after she does that, she does an instantaneous one, which I parry. And then you can sneak. The safe amount for me, seeing that I have a katana, is like 2 light hits you can sneak in before she is ready for animation. And then she's gonna do this one again. Again, I wait for her dash, I parry, and then I get a stagger off. In this round, I got a bit lucky because I managed to stagger her basically 2 times in a row after the parry stagger, so I got a free critical hit. Then again, you can charge. After you stagger her, I like to do a charge heavy because it staggers her as well. Here I messed it up. You can parry basically all her attacks. Here again, this is basically the easiest one, the one you want to go for, because it's very easy to get the timing off. It also gives you a lot of time, and it's very consistent if you get it right the first time. This I mess it up. Basically, this one, it's with a delay, right? So if you look, let me slow this down a bit. Okay, we're gonna put it to 0.5. So basically, here I mess it up, right? Like right after she does the heavy, I parry too early. So this is where I start the parry animation. There I wait. It's very important if you get a hit not to panic. It's fine. Like, one of those hits doesn't do that much of my HP, and I can just wait. So again, this time was too early. You gotta wait until her hands are almost hitting you, right? And then I managed to pull it off. Here I get a bleed proc. Here I mess it up. You can deflect, you can parry that. It's pretty easy. But I just messed up the timings a bit. Now she's gonna do this. Basically, this is a 2-hit combo. The first one you have to dodge because she's gonna hit it vertically, right? And then she's gonna swing. And you can either dodge. Here comes the swing. You can either dodge it or jump over. I'm not sure. I usually just dodge. to be safe, but I'm pretty sure you can jump over it as well and it's a bit safer. Here again, the attack, we get another stagger. And this is, I think, where I get lucky, right? Because I managed to stagger again, like right when she's off the ground here. And I managed to get another critical hit for free. And then I trigger her phase 2. Now, very important with her phase 2. Let's wait a bit. Is that basically she's gonna start igniting her swords right now. Right, so she starts doing this animation. If you are far away from her, or if you're not right in her face, in my experience, it's very likely that she'll start hitting you with her blue sword, right? Basically, she does a flurry of ranged attacks, right? Similar to how Moonveil art works, and they are a lot harder to dodge than her fire sword. Basically, you want to stay as much as in her face while she does this. You may take a bit of damage, but it's very little. So here I keep hitting her. I get 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks. I get another bleed proc. And then here she will start to do this because I was a bit too aggressive. I take some damage, but it's fine. What you have to be careful is the fireplaces near the ground because she basically spawns them. And if you are on top of them, she knocks you up, she gets you pregnant, and then those do a lot of damage and you're staggered for a pretty long amount of time. So basically she does this, you take some damage, it's fine, be very careful to avoid those, because at the end of the channel she does a lot of damage. Just want to walk around, keep her locked in, and here this attack is very important. Do not, I repeat, do not try to dodge this, it's very hard. I don't think it's possible. You might pull it off, I guess, if you have the talisman that improves dodging. I'm not sure, I haven't tried it, but it's basically a lot harder to dodge this than just jumping over it. Basically, she's gonna spawn these 2 moons. She's gonna hit both with a small delay, and you just jump over them, and then she's gonna, so like this, right? You jump again, and here I fucked it up because then she dashes to the ground and knocks everything up. So you have to do like 3 sequence jumps, and here I was supposed to jump, but I messed it up a bit, and as you see, it does a lot of damage. Okay, this is not too bad. She's very far away. I still have time to recover. Here I do a little whoopsie. So basically here, this is very important because this is where she starts doing her combo, right? And it's very similar to phase 1. It's a bit harder to react to because she has a lot more visual effects on her swords. But basically what she does is she ignites her sword. She has a slight delay, so you don't want to parry instantly. You want to wait like a millisecond, and then you want to parry. Here, I thought I fucked it up, so I rolled out of the way instantly, but it was good. So right as her sword's even a bit after. So as we can see, I'm going to slow it down a bit more, so it's easier to notice. Fuck this. Okay. So, as you can see, she ignites her sword, and then I parry basically almost after the attack hit, if that makes sense. Usually it's a bit harder, for example, to parry moves. For example, here my buckler was on my left hand and she hit with her right. So the parry timing is a bit different if the hit is not like on the same side as your buckler is, right? So here would be on the left side. So it's a bit more intuitive to parry. In this case, it would have been more intuitively easy to parry her blue sword. Okay, so now that we clear that up, basically this attack, you want to let her ignite the sword, right? She ignites it, you wait a bit, and then you parry. Here I rolled because I wasn't sure, but it's fine. I still got the... And now here again, this is basically the same frames, right? The same frames you have in phase 1. And then I get a stagger again, and you can do a heavy or a jump attack. I like to do a heavy, a charge heavy. It does a little bit more poise damage, and it's a bit safer. I don't know, I feel unsafe. Here I messed it up. Basically, even if you get hit here, because it's a very fast attack, it's fine. This is very parryable. See? And now you can get as same thing as phase 2, right? You can get 2 hits. Here I mess it up. See, I parry a bit too late, I think. And here, yeah, I messed it up and I'm starting to panic a bit. But it's fine. It's fine. As long, like, she's not the type of boss that has attacks that cover the whole arena. Usually, if she starts doing her combo and you run away, she's locked in the combo and you have some time to heal. So here she's stuck in her combo, I have time to heal, she does that thing, but it's fine, she's really, really far away. Now, this is pretty hard, right, when she charges at you while she has her glintstones up, because you can parry this. I'm pretty sure it doesn't it doesn't break your poise to the point that you can't even parry, because she will attack at the same times as the missiles come towards you, right? But I don't think it's worth it. I think the best plan here is run away, dodge those, and then continue, right? Which is what I try to do here. She comes at me, I dodge them, and then here, this was pretty hard because I was far away, but as you can see, as long as you parry, it's fine. She's stuck in her combo. And now I just you just try to redress a bit. She's gonna do it again, that's fine. Preferably you wanna run away, you don't wanna risk, right? You don't wanna risk an attack like that, and maybe if you mess both of them up, like the parry and the dodge, you just get one shot, so it's just not worth. It's just not worth to take that risk. Okay, so here she does the easy attack. I managed to parry it. Then we get another stagger, and that's kind of it, honestly. So again, don't expect... here, I could have gone for another parry for style, but I was just too much of a pussy. So yeah, this is the fight. In my opinion, thus far, I haven't quite yet finished the DLC, so I can't really be very conclusive about it, but this has been my favorite fight. Once you figure out the parry pattern, she actually is a very fun boss. Now, I don't want you to expect like I'm gonna kill her in one move or whatever, right? In one try. This is gonna take you at least 20-30 tries. If you're really good, maybe a bit less. But you need to just keep going at it. At least if that's that's the playstyle you're going for, and parrying is fun in general for you, that's what you need to do. You basically just go in, try to be as less tilted as possible. What I loved about this fight is that every time you get a new attempt in, you basically manage to parry something new. You manage to learn something new about the boss. You're like, oh, I can jump over that, or hey, it's better to jump over that. What I wanted to do through this video is maybe initiate you into some tips or tricks that I learned in my fight, so that it takes you less time to do it. But what it comes down to is the same as Sekiro. It's just a rhythm game, right? Once you get a certain parry or whatever, you can just try and focus. If you don't wanna go full OCD and learn to parry every one of her moves and every one of her, you don't wanna learn every one of her timings, that's fine. Just learn a few parry moves and then wait for them. You can dodge, you can let her do her combos, right? And when she does that move, you can go in and retaliate. So that was kind of my video for it. I hope it will help some of you, and good luck.